white Anglo-Saxon primarily, Americans coming over there and killing them. It's not going to be a lasting victory. To get a lasting victory, it has to come from Islam. We can be supportive, we can do things to help, but Islam is going to have to defeat the radical form of Islam. So it's going to have to be Muslim soldiers killing the Muslim aberration that is ISIS, because they're never going to accept a victory of the infidel, the crusader. They will slither off, and then the IEDs will be planted for years and years. If we went over there with half a million troops, they will not confront us, because we'll beat them in a pitched battle, so they will flee and melt into the communities. But ultimately, Islam, I think, needs, this is something I can't do, but I think they need a bit of a reformation, and I think they need to somehow stamp out this. It's a blemish on the religion. I know so many people who are Muslim, they're good people, and you meet them, and they're doctors and lawyers in our country, but they're getting a bad name from ISIS. It really is beholden upon all of those surrounding countries. Think about all the armies over there. Why do we have to do it? Jordan's got a couple 100,000. The Iraq army is 190,000. The Peshmerga, the Kurds have 190,000. The Turks have 600,000. The Israelis have 1 million. Why is it that our soldiers have to go there and do that? And do we create more terrorists than we kill sometimes? And so it's not an easy situation. We do have to defend ourselves, but I don't think that necessarily, another Iraq war is going to make things better.
There's an interesting article by Matt Welsh at Reason, I think he published it in the LA Times. 10 minutes. Okay, so this will be my last question, and if you guys want to come up to the mic and ask questions, please think about it now. So the French model for fighting terrorism has been to limit free speech, to limit freedom of religion. Obviously, you're not allowed to have gun in France. They've done all the things that Lindsey Graham wants to do in this country, and you've been sort of secretly willing to take a stand. Reintroducing Republicans to the Fourth and Fifth Amendment, you say that the Republican Party should defend the entire Bill of Rights as a response to radical Islam, as a response to terrorist attacks in the home.
And I try to think of things somewhat in a personal way. So I think of soldiers, American soldiers that are in war, at war, giving up their legs and their arms for our freedom, for the Bill of Rights. They're fighting for the Bill of Rights. I know a young man lost both legs and an arm in a war. He lives a couple miles from me. And when I asked him what he's fighting for, he says, I was fighting for the Bill of Rights. And the thing is I think what would be so sad and so tragic if they come back from war and they find out we gave up on the Bill of Rights while they were gone. And so France, you're right, has eliminated freedom of speech, freedom of purchase of weapons, all of these things. They did a lot of it a year before the Brussels attack, and they did zero to stop the attack. We do have to defend ourselves, but I don't think we have to give up our liberty in the process. In fact, really, the way I like to look at it is, I'm not looking at all of your records, but if one of you is suspicious, and I'm the judge, call me and I'll probably say yes. Suspicion is what you need to get started in an investigation. Then you need a warrant from an independent judge. I don't want the police to write warrants, not because I think they're bad people. I don't want the FBI to write warrants, not because I think they're bad people. They're generally good people. But we separated the police power from the judiciary power to make sure there wasn't any systemic bias. You weren't rounded up because of who you are, or who you're married to, or what color your skin is. We wanted there to be some separation. So we can't have the FBI writing a warrant. So that's one of the big fights we're having now, where we're giving the FBI carte blanche to write warrants. But I think the FBI can do a better job investigating terrorism. The 5 major attacks that we've had in our country, Major Hassan, Boston bombers, Garland shooter, even 9/11, the 20th hijacker, and then the most recent Orlando killer. They all have in common? All investigated by the FBI before the killing, all found not to be credible threats. So it seems to me gun control is not the answer, and looking at all your phone records is not the answer. Maybe the FBI needs to have a little bit better investigating tactics and remain at it a little longer before they close the case and say that someone's not a risk.